very good evening to everyone, and thank you very much for being here. And a year back, exactly in the same place, not at the same time, I took a little long to wear my makeup tonight, so I made you wait all. These girls were ready on time, of course. We celebrated Mr. Yash Chopra's 80th birthday. Yashji, as he lovingly was called by all of us, and I had the great privilege and the honor to speak with him and get an insight into what he believes in terms of love, life, cinema, and women. And at the end of the evening that we spent together, listening to his discourse, his talk, and his laughter, the one thing that stood out for all of us was one statement that he made. And the statement was embodying whatever he believed about women, the regard, the respect, the passion he had for women. And that statement was that I believe the greatest creation of God is a woman. So on behalf of all of us, I thank all these lovely ladies tonight for embodying and standing for what Mr. Yash Chopra believed, loved and respected in a woman in every form, in a mother, in a daughter, in a sister, in a girlfriend, in a wife, in a lady friend, every woman. And I also want to thank Yashji on behalf of all of us and the rest of the world that he was able to capture the beauty, the glamour, the resplendent gorgeousness of all these ladies on celluloid in a way that will remain embedded in our hearts and souls for the rest of our lives. Thank you, beautiful ladies. Thank you very much for being here tonight. And on a personal note, I'd like to say, if Yashji was here tonight, I know what he would say. He would look at all of you. First, he would be very happy that all of you are together. Not as happy as I am. I am a little happier. But he would look at you and say, oh, Shahrukh, बहन की टकियां बहुत सुंदर लग रही थी यार. And then he would say, बाकी तू संभाल ले. So because I was his main man. So thank you very much. Enough of all these wonderful ladies that I've talked about. I'd like to thank Yashji. When I started off with him, I wasn't a girl. And unfortunately, I still am not. But I thank him for making me look very gorgeous in his films too. And this evening would be incomplete if we did not celebrate the 81st birthday of the greatest man that I've worked with, had lived, the most finest of directors and human beings, and one who shared his love, greatness, and kindness with all of us, and some of us, who are not here tonight. It would be incomplete if these young ladies and these wonderful beauties from our country did not wish him his 81st birthday on earth. So Yash ji, आप जहाँ पर भी हैं, heaven के अंदर, जन्नत में रेकी कर रहे हैं, कोई पहाड़ों की और honey streams की, ये जो birthday है आपका, हम यहाँ से इन लड़कियों के द्वारा आप तक पहुँचा रहे हैं. They're going to wish you personally. So I start with the first one here, Anushka, who's played a double role tonight. She's been Nargis and perhaps, if it's not wrong to say, the last heroine of Yash Chopra. So please do wish him.
Hi, Pam Auntie. Well, the only thing I really feel like saying, Shahrukh, is I genuinely feel extremely, extremely fortunate that so early on in my career, I got the opportunity to be a Yash Chopra heroine and to be a part of his films and just to watch the man work and to get inspired by him. And this is something that's always going to stay with me, of course. And genuinely, we really miss you and love you, Yashji. Happy birthday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Anushka. And now, to this young, beautiful lady. Yeah, इनके घाघरे बहुत बड़े हैं. I just would like to tell you, Parinita and Anjali who have designed this, थोड़ा सा problem होगा लड़कों का इसके मामले में. तो setup कर लेना जब design करोगे finally in Karol Bagh House of Sarees. So Pariniti, your wishes on 81st birthday of Yashji. I'll hold it.
The one thing that each one of you have that I don't have is that I never got the chance to be directed by Yashji. But I will never ever regret that because I had the honor to know him, to meet him every day, to sometimes have lunch with him, to sometimes be called by him at 7 o'clock in the morning and suddenly be disconnected. These are the small things that I will never forget. He used to ask me, "Koi ladka tujhe chhed to nahi raha?" These small, small things made him such a special person that I will never miss being his actress. Yes, Yashji, I really miss you. I miss having worked with you. But you're just so around all of us. I think each one of us are feeling him here with us today, that in a way we don't miss you so much. Wish you a very, very happy birthday, and you will always remain with us.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Parinidhi, the one who's had maximum parathas with Yashji, sir. And the one and only, the gorgeous, the most beautiful lady in the world, Rekha ji.
यही लाइन आप 1000 करोड़ों लड़कियों का कह चुके हैं. I'm just one of them. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All I want to say is, a birthday is just another day. But Yashji lives in our hearts forever and ever and ever. Such beautiful nights are very rare. And I think I just want to thank him from the bottom of my heart for those moonlit, moon-drenched, beautiful memories. And thank you, Yashji, for making me this one of your Ben ki Takis, your Chandni, at least one of them. I'm honored and thrilled. Yeah, absolutely. And like he would say in his own words, वो बात जो लफ्ज़ों में अदा हो जाए, वो बात ही क्या होगी.
Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Rekha ji. Thank you, ma'am. And Sridevi ji, who I have a personal anecdote that Yashji used to always tell me, one of the finest people, apart from being a great actress, one of the finest people that he's ever worked with, the most humble of them all, Sridevi ji.
Yashji's memories remain in my heart. We shall always miss him. Yashji, I can feel your presence here. Happy birthday. We miss you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sridevi. And my friend, Juhi Chawla, who I scared a lot in Dar, in spite of not wanting to at all, but Yashji said, "Nahi, darata rahe, tu darata rahe, isko darata rahe, tu isko."
Yashji, I have so much to say. Very early on in my career, I just stepped into films and I had the opportunity to do a guest appearance. He was kind enough to give me a role in Chandni. And the first time I worked with him, I remember there was this sequence with Vinod Khanna ji where I'm kind of lying on the bed, I'm unwell. So maybe the makeup man, I was very new to know anything. He had kind of the way he'd put the dark circles and stuff. Maybe I looked too ill. And Yashji was like, नहीं, थोड़ा उतारो. चाहे कुछ भी हो. Heroine हमेशा खूबसूरत लगनी चाहिए. And then again, I had the chance to work with him in Dar. And working with Yashji, I'd seen his films and it was more than a dream come true for me. In fact, before the shooting began, मुझे लगता था अभी फ़ोन आएगा और वो बोलेंगे मुझे नहीं, sorry, mistake हो गई, आपसे कहा, you're not in the film, somebody else is there. I was so excited and then so anxious because I was working with one of the greatest filmmakers as his heroine. The last time I met him was at Amit ji's birthday party. And whenever I would meet him at a party, he'd joke with me and he'd say, "So, India's most beautiful." And I'd be like, "Yes, ji, aap mera mazak hi udate rehte hain." He looked a little drained that day, but I wouldn't have known better. And I'm always amazed that in a few days, so much changed. Yes, ji, you were very special. You made all of us so beautiful. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I'd like to say, Pamji, the most beautiful thing you have done for Yashji is celebrate his birthday like this. It is so wonderful. He's watching us, he's with us, and we all love you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Juhi Chawla. और इसके बारे में मैं क्या तारीफ करूं? My first shot with her was that I was to dance better than her and teach her how to dance in दिल तो पागल है. And यश जी ने मुझे कहा ये तो हो जाएगा और जब तू डांस कर रहा होगा तेरी पैंट भी नीचे गिरेगी. So Madhuri, you have to say something about Yash ji.
With Yash ji, I did the film Dil To Pagal Hai. I remember meeting him for the first time. He was so warm, he was so genuine. And when he talked to me, I never felt that this is Yash Chopra who had made so many beautiful hit films. He just said one thing to me, he said, "Tu meri Maya ho bas, bas. You just have to behave like Maya." And when we were on the set, I remember that scene that we did where I was dancing and Shah Rukh comes there for the first time and he looks into the light and he says, "Maya." I thought the way he picturized that scene was beautiful. I mean, the main character was not there in the film, I mean in the shot. And just the little light and, he just goes, "Maya." And it just sounds so beautiful. So his art was something that I really appreciated. And his love for food. We would be having breakfast, he was discussing lunch. We would be having lunch, he would be talking about dinner. So he had a huge appetite. And, Yash ji, we really miss you. आपने मुझे सिखाया कि दिल तो पागल है और आपको हमेशा याद करेंगे हम जब तक है जान, जब तक है जान.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most beautiful, gorgeous Madhuri Dixit. और एक छोटी सी बात मैं आपको बताऊं, जब पहली बार यश जी ने इनको कहानी सुनाई, तो मेरे साथ ये फिल्मिस्तान में शूटिंग कर रही थी और उसके बाद उन्होंने कहानी सुनी और बहुत अच्छी लगी इनको दिल तो पागल है की कहानी. और मुझे उन्होंने बताया कि मुझे सब कुछ अच्छा लगा, बस कहानी समझ नहीं आई यश जी ने जैसे सुनाया था. क्योंकि यश जी की कहानी सुनाने का अंदाज बहुत अलग था. पैशन उसका, पैशन प्यार करती उसको, पकड़ ले पकड़, और फिर झप्पी पाले तो क्या यार, माया माया माया. तो मैंने कहा, तो मैंने माधुरी से कहा, लेकिन तुमने कहानी समझ ली ना? शी से मुझे समझना नहीं है, मैंने फील की है, इसलिए मैं करूंगी. So one and only Madhuri Dixit, ladies and gentlemen. And the only lady who's on stage I feel a little tall with tonight. My friend and one of the closest actors I've worked with, Rani Mukherjee.
Yash uncle, I really don't know what to say. All I can say that I miss you a lot. And I miss baking a cake for you on your birthday. I hope you've forgiven me for not making you a cake last year because I was busy with some other commitment. But Yash uncle, on your birthday or on any other day, I think I miss you, I think about you. And I won't be able to express more, but I love you, Yash uncle, and I just wish you were here. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rani Mukherjee. And now the girl who's got dimples like me and even better, one of my favorite actresses, and yes, G's too, Preeti Zinta.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Rani, you made us all emotional, yeah. I mean, just when I was complaining to Katrina that they put us both in the end, so we'll have nothing to say, because you all will finish everything to say about him. But I think to live in one's heart is not to die, and it's not just our hearts, but millions and millions and millions of people who will love him and cherish him for all the movies he made, for all the emotions he put in those movies. And he's my only director who would always call me Zara, even till the last time I ever met him. And he always fed me. Pariniti, I've eaten more parathas and kachoris. And I'm sure wherever he is, his soul is at peace, and we miss you.
Thank you very much. And here all us men are trying poems and flowers. It's the parathas which work, ladies and gentlemen. A big round of applause for Preeti Zinta. And of course, Katrina Kaif, who had the pleasure, like Anushka, to be a part of this most wonderful film, Jab Tak Hai Jaan, which was the last foray into his direction. And we had some of the nicest moments, some of the warmest and the kindest things that happened to us the three of us, and all the other actors in Jab Tak Hai Jaan. Ladies and gentlemen, Katrina Kaif.
You know, a lot of people call, I always hear them calling Yash the ladies' man. I read it in a few of the papers about the show today. And then I was thinking that, you know, you can only be called a ladies' man if the ladies actually love you. And I think one of the reasons that all the ladies loved Yash was he didn't just judge a woman by her physicality or by her physical beauty or the way she looked. He really made an effort to get to know you and to figure out what kind of person you were, what kind of, you know, things you liked, how to understand you, how to talk to you. A lot of people used to ask me, when you and Yash are talking, do you understand anything? Because he spoke a lot in Punjabi and I obviously don't speak. But really the honest truth is I always understood every word he ever said. And I think in age, he was probably the oldest friend. I would call him my friend. But at heart, he was the youngest. And I always felt I could tell him anything, anytime, and he would understand. So I think we'll all really, really miss you, Yash. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I would have never guessed Katrina didn't know Punjabi, really. But ladies and gentlemen, the superstar, Katrina Kaif. A big round of applause. And we come to the end of this evening. I'll squeeze myself between Madhuri and Juhi again, because this is where I'm supposed to go. And Achla, who has choreographed the show. Thank you, Achla, for helping us out with the show. Thank you, Anoop, on the sound. I wish the Karol Bagh Sari House and everyone, the designers, Parinita and Anjali, you know, putting all this together. Everyone who's been involved with this. Pam Auntie, thank you for inviting us and sharing this birthday of Yash with us. And thank you all of you for your patience and kindness and being here in such large numbers and enjoying this. And most of all, as Yash would have wanted, and I say it from the bottom of my heart, these people on stage that stand in front of you, they are perhaps the greatest achievers, the most beautiful, not just in physicality, but in emotions, in love, in hard work. And I know this because in a very small way, I have been a part of Yashji's film. And I thank them all from the bottom of my heart for making me the star that I am. Thank you, ladies. And thank you for being here tonight. God bless you. This is it. All you get of these ladies, the rest of the evening is with me. So good night and thank you very much.